So Arrow time.
Arrow!
Ryan's favorite. Something
Yes.
we both enjoy. Yeah, we were just talking about, the fight scene, where and it was in the Flash, and it was in the Damien Dark scene, but the magnet arrow, and Felicity's like, oh yeah, magnet arrow never worked, blah, 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 blah. And Oliver retorts back, it's really hard for me to do this when you're chatting in my ear. It's obviously just for funs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really hope more trick arrows come about.
And
it's
they
super
should.
Cool.
They very well should. But I hope it's not once every season now. They've been kind of playing it.
No.
But yeah, I mean, because there's like a lot of things like where Barry has to save himself by shooting an arrow and grabbing onto it or something like that.
Yeah.
But in the comics, he has an arrow where he shoots and it like puffs up like a
raft or something.
Yeah, some kind of like soft.
He has like tornado arrows too.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
But let's get into Arrow and the Flash crossover. Everybody knew Oliver had a kid, but a son.
Yeah, that was definitely part of the episode. That
just jump right in. Why don't we? But
I'm trying to figure out how I want to describe it because like it's shoehorned in for a very specific reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to keep Ollie off his game.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever Barry is running, we see an after image of him, so that means he's time traveling again.
Yeah.
So I saw that and I was like, "Yay! Wait,
something bad's gonna happen.
Exactly, something shitty's gonna happen."
Yeah.
And it does because they Barry, Ollie, Shaira, Hufu, Hawk Girl, Hawkman, if you're not familiar, they all go to fight Vandal Savage. It goes really, really fucking bad. Does not go well at all.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone dies except for Barry.
Yeah, and you see a horrible death of that.
Everyone, yeah. You just see everyone die horribly.
Well, just that Green Arrow death was crazy. Like, it's just disintegration of his body.
Skeleton.
Yeah, it was basically the death of the Flash.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it looked.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Which was done very well. Like, I really liked how it looked. It looked really cool. And I mean, it hit on my heartstrings because I was like, man, I know he's going to die eventually, but I hope I don't have to see it.
Yeah, but I mean, you knew that Barry was going to travel back in time.
Yeah.
And he does, and then, that's part of the story element, which I like. I like the time travel stuff. But, again, I'm going to talk about what was wrong with all of this. Taking someone who just found out that she's a metahuman to fight an immortal. Dumb. Having, not even like a training session. It was Hawkman being, like, kind of rapey playful. Like,
yeah.
We've been lovers for over 4,000 years. Butt touches. That doesn't make her any sort of warrior. I mean, yeah, it might make her angry and she grew wings once and, tackled him. But he turned it into something weird.
Well, maybe Andrew Kreisenberg saw into the future and saw our previous episode where you hated Dr. Light's training montage. So they're like, let's not do this for this.
I mean, maybe. And it wasn't. You're right. It wasn't really a training montage, but it was definitely different. And it's still the problem of bringing an untrained, unarmed, essentially person into battle when the dude has a staff that blows up shit.
Yeah.
Dumb Ollie, dumb Barry. You fucking know better.
Yeah.
But to fight them is one thing. To use them as bait is another. Because Vandal wanted Hufu and Shaira. And it's because the storyline, it's apparently this version of Vandal Savage is only immortal if he can continue killing these two over and over and over and over and over. And he's apparently done it 206 times.
Yeah.
It's not how Vandal Savage is supposed to work.
Nope. And I know you can accept it more, but he's not Egyptian. I mean, he could possibly be, but he's a caveman. That's his origin.
Vandal Savage is supposed to be the immortal caveman.
Yeah.
I would be okay with him if he was immortal the entire time and we only meet him whenever he's in Egypt, and that's whenever he meets them.
Yeah.
That's okay with me. I can buy that.
That's what I'm having a feeling is going to happen.
That can be my headcanon,
yeah.
Sure. I can sort of buy into that he's Egyptian. But the thing that really bothers me, and it's probably going to sound dumb, is that, Vandal Savage, he, whenever he's in the present day or in the future, he's supposed to be, this really refined businessman. Not this League of Assassins asshole.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he is. And he's just like, I got all these knives. What are you buying? What are you selling? That's what he's doing.
Yep. He is.
And don't get me wrong, and like you said, last time, his whole thing, like, just like whenever we first meet him, like killing all those dudes on the docks, really well done. It's just not who Vandal should be.
Yeah, him as a character for somebody who doesn't know who Vandal Savage is, fantastic, I think.
Yeah, if he was something new, sure.
Yeah, but we know who Vandal Savage is, and we know what it's supposed to be like, and
yeah,
it's a little off, but it's an adaptation. We have to make sacrifices,
right? And it happens, and long story short, Barry goes back in time, does what he can to fix a few things. Ollie does what he can to fix a few things with the knowledge that he has. They go to fight Vandal again, and they get him. They zap him into dust with the own Staff of Ra, which is super cool. But like we were saying in the Flash about Malcolm Merlyn, the only reason he was even there was to pick up the dust and put it in an urn and say the same creepy thing that Vandal said to make him immortal.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Merlin. God damn it. But so basically, it's just so you know that Vandal Savage is coming back, because Vandal Savage, he's the overarching main villain of the Legends of Tomorrow.
So there's no way he's not coming back.
Exactly.
And unless he really is dead and for some reason Rip Hunter decides to go back and to change, I don't know. I'm just saying there has to be some reason for. Yeah. Because how else is he going to bring back Vandal Savage?
You know what I'm expecting? I'm expecting Raish Malcolm to do something with the Lazarus.
But the Lazarus is gone.
Is it?
Yeah, Talia broke it.
Talia?
Sorry, I know actual Batman stuff. I like Talia. Nissa.
Yeah.
Nissa broke it. She put that stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how he's gonna come back unless it's Rip Hunter.
He's the magician.
Yeah, he is the magician. Let's see what he can pull off.
Yeah, if Rip Hunter goes back in time to get Vandal Savage,
because you have to have an evil for. I mean, everything in the world has to even out. So I don't know. Maybe he's like the world's gonna be even worse if he's not around. I don't know.
That would be.
He is a Time Lord.
That'd be a shitty reason. Well. He used to run around with a Time Lord. I wouldn't call him one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, whenever Rip Hunter gets involved, we'll see how it goes. Yep. But yeah, so they save the day, they do their thing. Then we have to deal with Cisco being perpetually single. But it's just all of this stuff with Hawkgirl and Hawkman. It's so fast and so shoehorned. And, she's having to deal with, I'm in a relationship with him now. It's been 4,000 years. We give it a try, blah, blah, blah.
And, the thing is, I feel like Cisco kind of has the Coulson thing about him where he can never be happy. But I also think there has to be something that makes Cisco go rogue.
Eventually there will be.
And I think it may be Golden.
Yeah, Gold Glider.
Yeah. Because they have a connection.
Yeah, of course they do. I'm just talking about, again, how shitty and how fast and how unorthodox the storytelling is for Vandal and for Hawkgirl and Hawkman.
It really is, but
it's too fast. It's too rushed. I mean,
hopefully
I'm fine with Hufu. I have all of the problems with Kendra.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably get a little bit more in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
hell, we might even get a little more later this season.
Yeah, but let's move on to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
God damn it, Ward. Fucking prick.
So, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. starts off with a bang, literally.
Yeah, fucker.
And Rosalind is now dead.
Fucker.
We all know of Brad's strong, passionate hate towards Ward.
Yes. Yeah, so Grant Ward kills Rosalind, which really it bothered me a lot. Largely because, it's Ward doing what Ward does. He kills people that people care about, and he's like, me, I'm a bad guy, I work for Hydra, me.
Yeah.
And then he goes off and he runs away and he escapes. But, I mean, this was bigger to me because, Coulson was actually, Coulson was actually building a relationship that he could keep, that he could have, and he was working on being happy, and then that got stolen from him. And, being, this is a superhero show, and this is Marvel, you killed his girlfriend, you gonna die.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's exactly what happened in Avengers. Loki kills Coulson, the Avengers rally around the death, and they fuck him pretty bad. At least Hulk does.
Yeah. I mean, this episode was just a huge Coulson episode.
It was, and it was super good.
It was so good.
Oh my god.
My favorite episode of the week.
Yeah.
And
by far.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just because Clark, he is a really good actor, and his acting showed really well this.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love that everything that Coulson did had meaning. Like they kidnapped Ward's younger brother Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
They freaked him the hell out.
And in the end, he's like, kill him. Just make sure you kill him.
Yeah. Yeah. Because even he knows Ward is a shitty person.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that, it's like I've been saying this entire season. I really want Ward to die. Because he has nothing that he can give the show anymore. Because he just keeps repeating the same thing. It's tired. It's old. But now he's done it to a level where his death will be acceptable. His death is more than likely assured to happen this season. Yeah. At least I think so from a storytelling standpoint. And, that's what this entire episode is. It's Coulson going off his rocker to get this fucker.
Yeah.
And he does everything. Kidnaps Thomas, flies to the castle where they're at. And I love that entire ending scene, where Bobby is trying to talk both of them out of it. Hunter's trying to get fast enough to get with them. And, there just goes Coulson. Woo!
Yeah.
Just he skydives from the plane with I think he had a chute.
Yeah, he did.
But, from the plane, through the small glass opening in the castle, through the fucking portal, onto Ego. And what does he do? He hits his head on a fucking rock. The only fucking rock that was in that field. Coulson's
and he
out.
did all this while being shot at.
Yeah.
Shot out of a plane, and he hits his head.
God damn it. It was so awesome for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then bonk. But this episode also strengthened the relationship between Fitz and Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
And really, obviously out of the two, I think that Simmons is the stronger character, at least physically. But Fitz, he has this deep well of emotion when it comes to her. And, he was coerced into going to Ego, obviously. Mm-hmm. But, he doesn't want Gemma to hurt. He doesn't want her to do that. Even Ward makes a sick joke about it, saying something to the effect of, I always knew he'd give you the world, now he actually is.
Yeah.
Fucker. I hate him. But that's the point, you're supposed to hate him. They're doing really well. Yeah. And Brett Dalton does really well at portraying a character that I hate. So
yeah. It's nothing against him.
Yeah,
he does all against his character.
He does super, super awesome things. He's a great actor. But yeah, this episode I think really strengthened their bond, and it was more torturous for Fitz because he had to listen to her scream. And at least that's what we're told with the camera, and it was done really, really, really well.
Yeah, it was.
There was also this corrosive relationship forming between Malik and Ward, and that was all about Malik trying weaseling in and getting control of Ward, I can't remember the guy's name.
Wee.
Fire truck. Fire bad. But I can't remember what was the character's name from the first season? The guy that manipulated Ward into becoming Hydra.
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Daddy figure. Daddy figure corresponding to being Hydra.
Daddy figure. All right. That's his name. Damn. Garrett. Agent Garrett.
Yeah.
Daddy figure. Yeah, so Agent Garrett, he did the thing, got Ward around his finger. And I feel like Malik is trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because, all Ward wants is closure for the death of his face-changing girlfriend. And Malik is like, well, you can complete Hydra's grand mission. I'm not a soldier. Look at me. I'm 1,000,000 years old. And it works somehow, some way. Because Ward agrees to go for some fucking reason, which I think is completely out of character for him.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Unless he
has a bigger overarching plan that he wants to complete. But I hope the fucker dies on Ego. I want him not even to get buried on Earth. Fuck him. Fuck him in the head. With a knife. Or a rock. Coulson landed near a rock. Smash him with a rock.
Yeah, I mean, overall, there's not as much to talk about in this episode because it was more of one thing happening the whole entire time. And we can only talk so much about how Coulson did a fantastic job, and it was all about Coulson basically. This episode,
It was about Coulson and about vengeance.
Yeah, and then with a little side plot of Fitz and Simmons, but
yeah,
we always talk about the story and all that stuff, and I try to always bring in a little bit of cinematography or some kind of art direction, and I always talk about lighting because that's what always catches my eye.
Yeah, which one?
Interrogation lighting with Coulson and his agents.
Oh, in the interrogation room.
Yeah. That was beautifully done. It's beautiful shots, and I love it.
I think from and I mentioned this when we talked about this previously, but I love the entire ending scene with Coulson skydiving through from the plane through the castle through the portal. I mean, it's a really quick thing, but I love the special effect of just him in the black suit just into the portal like super quick,
super easy to do, and but well executed, and
it was really well executed because I mean it showed a person at terminal velocity through a portal. And I have to imagine that would be super awkward depending on where the portal is because, you know, it was on the ground. And so if you're jumping in with your feet, you know, like if you jumped in this way, you're coming out like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, he was going super, like, headlong into it. And so he went...
Yeah.
And he hit his head on a rock.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that's going to happen with the next coming episodes.
For real.
Which we're probably not going to get to see because I think this was the mid-season finale and
this was the mid-season finale for everything. I thought,
and opening up for Agent Carter, which I can't wait, but it's going to take forever to get. But that's a show that I will definitely be talking about because I love that show. It's
true. It's very true. It's good stuff.
But they always like to leave on a cliffhanger, like what in the heck is going to happen to Bobby and
Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Coulson left while they were getting raided by land-to-air missiles and guns and shit like that. Not fun stuff.
Yep.
And then we also saw Mac in like the very, very first like beta test run of the Inhumans.
Yeah.
Going off and trying to join the cavalry. So yeah, I mean it's all gearing up to a lot of shit going down whenever Agents comes back, and I can't wait.
And hopefully it doesn't happen like it did last year and take forever to return.
Yeah, this is true.
Because I think they put it off, and then like it took even longer to get to.
I think they did it just to have it coincide with the movie.
Yeah.
For Age of Ultron.
But I can't wait to see. We're probably going to be without Superhero Sundays for a while, but we'll definitely find something to talk about.
It's true.
I'll keep you updated. Follow me on Twitter. You can follow him.
It's true.
But we'll do those in the outro. So
here's the outro. Hey, so thank you so much for watching, for sticking into the end. I had a lot of gripes with Arrow and Flash, but I genuinely enjoyed Gotham and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, Ryan and I are actually going to continue this conversation on my show at ramblingwithbrad.blogspot.com. You can find that episode tomorrow. We're going to talk... Did you do the finger thing? Are they going to be over here this time?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, we're actually going to be breaking down and talking about the new Batman vs. Superman trailer and the new Captain America Civil War. We're going to keep the superheroes rolling into Monday on Late Night Ramblings with Brad Foster. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you over there tomorrow.
Yep, and thank you for joining. Obviously, it's festive.
It's true.
I hope you have a future Christmas or holidays, whatever.
A future Christmas.
I hope you have a great future holidays. But I'm awkward as crap. My name is Ryan Barbosa. You're watching Barbates TV, and thank you for clicking that video. And we'll see you in the next video.